Part 1. White Clouds. Lone Moon. To War.
No, this is it. The final month of part 1. As soon as it loads. We don't even get that first month, or first 2 weeks.
Unforgivable. I cannot fathom that the Adrestian Empire would embark on such a violent course of action.
The fault is my own. I failed to see the wickedness within Edelgart's heart.
Is she wicked?
She plotted with ill-meaning strangers to achieve her own ambitions and defiled the holy tomb.
Okay, I guess
that's not wicked. What is?
That's fair.
Perhaps her ambitions are even grander than we know. Perhaps she is planning to make herself a false deity by demonizing the Church of Seros.
Adrestia received its very name through a divine oracle. To injure the goddess is a sin most foul that shall not be forgiven nor forgotten. We must stop the Empire, and quickly.
I have returned, Rhea.
Welcome back, Shamir. Were you able to discern the Empire's movements?
Their main troops are marching towards Garreg Mach. It is said that they will join forces with Edelgard's army and arrive within 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
That is not enough time. It will require all of our efforts just to prepare our defenses before then. We must send notice to all surrounding villages at once. We must order the residents of Garreg Mach to flee for their lives.
It will be done.
Professor, listen closely. If our enemy invades the monastery, I will have no choice but to stand upon the battlefield. If something happens to me, I am entrusting my sacred duties to you.
Sacred duties. We already know why Biles, but
You must
sacred
have
duties.
guessed it by now. The truth of who you are. Or perhaps I should say, your lost memories are surely beginning to return. I have acted all these long years as a mere proxy for you. But the duty is yours, and yours alone. Only you can lead the people of Fodlan.
Rhea, please. You must tell me all that you know. I beg of you. That one is the progenitor god. Am I correct?
In a sense. Our dear professor is a vessel, one who carries the power of the progenitor god within. In time, the vessel will become one with the power contained within, and the progenitor god shall return to this world.
I see. I trust that you are aware of the questionable nature of this experiment. But I suppose there is no turning back.
I ask that you help our friend. And in doing so, help her. I am waiting and hoping for the moment when our Creator rules this wayward land once more.
I understand. As ever, I will take you at your word.
Lady Rhea, brother, I will do my part as well.
Flame, were you eavesdropping? Regardless, I am glad to hear it. You owe your life to the Professor, after all. And in the end, they may prove to be our brethren.
You have my gratitude, Seteth. And you as well, Flame. As followers of the progenitor god, it is up to us to see our mission through.
Now I'm just thinking kind of out loud here. But it's kind of messed up, right? what Rhea is doing, what Rhea wants. I mean, what we're talking about is Rhea basically just sacrificed, or offered Byleth as a sacrifice to bring back Sothis. That's messed up, right? Like, Byleth got to live, well, I don't want to say like a whole life. There's supposed to be, did I get up here actually? I wonder if it's in the notes. Byleth is in, what, like her early 20s?
I've known His Highness since I was a child, but I've never seen that side of him before. He seemed like a completely different person than the one I know.
Yeah, Dimitri kind of went wild there. That was the side of him that shows why Felix keeps calling him a wild boar. Let's save it. But anyway, like, Byleth is, you know, fully grown.
There.
They reached adulthood. And now Rhea's trying to, like, turn him into a god? Like, Byleth never asked for this.
Greetings, Professor. Something to report. Unexpected, isn't it? Apparently, this is the first time Garreg Mach has been invaded in its whole 995-year history. It's my job to protect this gate, so even if enemies come in droves, I will never let them through. I hope we both survive. Let's battle with all our might, and pray we win this thing.
Anyway, my point is, something about what Rhea is up to just seems kind of sinister. Alright, what do you have for us, Anna?
I can't believe the Empire raised an army. Even I couldn't have guessed it. War is profitable, but dangerous. I really don't like seeing people I care about out there mixed up in all this.
Alright, whatever.
Professor. What the?
Who else can we talk to? I mean, we can talk to a lot of people. Gilbert, can I recruit you or
There
something?
are always small power struggles. Still, it has been hundreds of years since all of Falkland was consumed by war. I didn't actually think it would come to this. I feel as though I'm not in my rightful place. I cannot protect the things I should.
What are
Professor.
you talking about,
If I
Gilbert?
survive this war, I wish to return to my homeland, to the land of my king.
That's all well and good. You can do that.
We're falling behind. I don't know that we can keep up with the new Emperor. To think that she was able to raise an army of that size right under our noses. However hard we fight, I give us a 50% chance of winning. The enemy has too many advantages. We must make careful preparations.
Don't worry, Shamir, it's cool. I've done plenty of grinding up until now. We are strong. Cyril's got to be over here somewhere, right? Yeah, there he is.
It's my job to protect Lady Rhea. I've got to do it, and I got to do it as best I can. And if that means I got to die for her, then I will.
No, you won't.
How could Edelgard treat Lady Rhea like she's the bad guy? She's never been anything but nice to everybody. I just don't get it at all.
Well, Cyril, I can think of some people that Rhea was not so nice to. But I guess we will leave that there. Wait, did that say Hedgehog case? Who the hell has a hedgehog case? Did say hedgehog case. Belongs to a female noble. Who's the Sonic fan? I have no idea. We may... Well, I won't say we'll never find out, but odds are not looking good. I guess I'll check out the quest that Seth has while we're at it, because I totally forgot what it is. Recon, probably?
We must protect Garreg Mach. Defiling the holy tomb was a sacrilege. I will not allow such a thing to happen again. The Archbishop has already given you a new responsibility. I want you to rise to that honor.
Alright,
I
what's your
have something
quest?
to ask of you.
Yeah, recon. A little scouting. It's fair.
To think Edelgard was somehow connected to the captain's murderer. Well, perhaps it's pointless to get upset about the past. My duty now is to prepare for battle. We're depending on your strength, Professor. Crush our enemies.
Well, now that I can do.
Captain, I hope you're watching. We will protect Garreg Mach.
Alright. Hanneman, what do you got?
The Holy Tomb held many crest stones. This is the first time I've heard of crest stones being hidden away in such a place. But more importantly, I'm interested to know the Empire's aim. Why would their army desire crest stones? There is power there, yes. And yet, I must think on this. The crest stones lie at the heart of the events surrounding Conan Tower and the chapel as well. And of course, the crest stones somehow transform those traitors and their captives into demonic beasts. Could that possibly be their aim? The Empire's army may well plan to use crest stones to create demonic beasts.
Well, that could be it. I get the feeling there might be something more. I guess we'll talk to Rhea. See what she has to say.
Excuse me. How are you, Professor? Any new changes to report? With the Imperial Army drawing near, it is most vexing that we cannot relax and converse as we once did. Thankfully, you have the divine protection of the goddess on your side. Please try to listen carefully for her voice.
Okay, Rhea,
May
I'll
the
try.
goddess's voice reach you.
Just gonna not tell her about that thing, huh? Speaking of... I did make an unfortunate discovery. Missed the chance to build a support with Rhea further. Maybe next time. Alright, a little preview of what supports we do have for this month. Manuela is over there, okay.
Really? Hey, you.
The mastermind behind the attacks on the monastery was Edelgard? Wow. Doesn't make much sense, though, does it? There would need to be all sorts of territories and groups tangled up in this sort of mess. I'm gonna stop. I don't really have the head for this political stuff. Mostly I'm worried about my old opera company. I wonder what's happening in the capital right now. I hope they're safe.
Alright, like Dimitri's hanging out in the church. Maybe trying to pray for forgiveness after what he did? Oh, who needs advice now? That looks like Linhart. Helped almost everywhere. I want to try sleep doors. don't think you can get into the balcony. Oh, Dimitri's still feeling the adrenaline, I think.
I'll have that girl's head. Just you wait.
Or just the bloodlust.
Yes. I guess we have no choice but to fight, have we? Oh, but why would Edelgard do something like this? I'm
Why
sure we'll
indeed?
be all right, though, Professor. The goddess will keep us safe.
Of flame.
Professor.
Professor, war is breaking out again, is it not?
Sure is. But, we'll say
An
I'll stop
honorable
it if I
notion.
can.
Do you think there is
Oh.
something to be done? Whatever shall we do? I never wanted another war. All we can do is steel ourselves for the fight ahead.
I guess if I said again, then maybe that would have gotten points. Not that it matters.
Okay.
Already got pretty much all the points I can get.
You saw it too, didn't you? The boar's true nature.
Yeah, we
He's
did.
hidden his desire for revenge pretty well. But now it's stirred up. Well, regardless. That girl's starting an all-out war, isn't she? But an enemy is an enemy, no matter who they are. Don't let compassion for her get in your way.
Man, Felix. Not that you're wrong, but
If I could go back to last month and throttle my carefree self. Now it turns out Edelgard is the Flame Emperor and the new Adrestian Emperor. And she's striking out against the Monastery, with the full force of the Imperial Army behind her. We gotta beat her at her own game, for our sake as well as Lady Rhea's.
alright, let's interrupt this to have our Lance tournament. Yeah, I think Dimitri can handle it, probably. Probably.
I must stay focused. I must stay focused.
You're fine, Dimitri.
I must stay focused.
Two-shotting his opponents. Let's get out
We
of it.
never had a chance.
Oh, now this where things get a tiny bit interesting. Pegasus Knight.
Saw that coming. I must stay focused.
Good job, Dimitri. Got a nice silver lance. Yeah, I think.
Hey, things must be pretty crazy in Fargus about now. My father must be beside himself. I don't get it. Why did Edelgard make enemies with the nobles?
For the sake of her
Ideals she
ideals?
believed in so much, she was willing to start a war over them? Those must be some lofty ideals, to say the least. I hope this all gets sorted out quickly and safely. I'm worried about my father.
I don't know if safely is gonna happen, Sylvain.
Is that so?
Once the Imperial Army reaches the monastery, we'll have no choice but to fight.
What's going to happen to us?
We will fight. And we will
I
win.
believe you. With the knights on our side, and especially with you, Professor, I know we can do this.
Anyone else to do? Where are you? Outside. Okay.
Yes.
His Highness calls for the head of Edelgard. For me, that is cause enough to fight. The hatred of His Highness is also my hatred. Any other feelings I may have are irrelevant. And if Edelgard was responsible in any way for the tragedy of Duskur, that is something I cannot ignore. If that is the case, then she is my enemy.
You know what to do, that's fair enough. I don't think there's anyone left to talk to. No, it doesn't look like it. Let's see about that quest.
Hi. I cannot believe our negligence allowed the Empire to invade. Edelgard probably gathered her soldiers in Garreg Mach, intending to do this from the start. Soldiers disguised as merchants and pilgrims to avoid suspicion, infiltrating the entire area little by little. They couldn't be better prepared. We'll have a tough time winning this one, I'm afraid.
Oh, alright.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Well, the only other thing I can think of to do would be, all the meals. But, I'm not going to put that in the recording.